What it do, YouTube? It's boy Charmin has back with another video, man.
If you ain't got no motion, then you got no motion.
I can't lie, bitch, it's been a minute.
Today we got a cop realizes he's going to jail for life. Well, don't tell me this the cop right here. Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this video. Oh shit, this whole muted.
Police officer hiding a horrifying secret. Grant has been apprehended on suspicion of murder, but as it would later transpire, his crimes and behavior were so bad that in his interrogation, he tried everything he possibly could to escape. On the 23rd of February, James Appleton had pulled into a parking lot on Ganridge Road to take a phone call with his brother-in-law. Suddenly, a loud banging sound was heard over the phone, and the line went dead. A passerby had spotted a white Chevrolet Malibu parked behind James's car that immediately sped away after the loud noise. When the passerby went to check on James, he was lying dead at the wheel with a gunshot wound to the head. Gateway, Arkansas is a small town of 400 people, so the owner of the Chevy was quickly determined to be Grant Hardin, a 50-year-old police.
You a dummy. You gonna do it in a small little town where they ain't got no choice but to figure out who you are?
Officer who had lived in this town his whole life. Later that night,
yeah, you've been living there your whole life.
Stopped at a police roadblock after taking his family out for dinner, and he was quickly brought in for questioning. But unfortunately for everyone involved, Grant's experience in law enforcement would prove to make this interrogation one of the most excruciating and difficult that Arkansas police had ever had to deal with.
I'm Detective Chamberlain. I know we have James Chamberlain. Did you used to be a police officer somewhere? Or I recognized you, but I wasn't 100% sure where I knew you from. But somebody said that you used to be a police officer at Gateway or something like that. Okay.
The interrogation begins casually as Detective Chamberlain opens with questions about Grant's career. As they're both police officers, he assumes he can strike an immediate middle ground with him, building trust between them and hopefully getting him to relax so he'd give up information easier. A strategy that he'd soon find out had the opposite effect. Grant is then read his rights, but decides this is where he's going to start making it difficult for the detectives.
Here's the thing. I want to talk to you about what you've done today, okay? Can you just take me through when you woke up this morning to when you got stopped by the police out there in, what's the name of that road you were on? I'm sorry, I'm going wrong. Ganridge?
I'm not going to say anything after I've been read those rights yet.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what's going on. I am kind of sickly to what I'm here for and things.
Up until this point, Grant hasn't been told what he's been brought in for, and states that he's feeling sickly, given the circumstances he's been put into. Given his disturbing body language.
What that mean? That mean he feeling sick or something? Or he not understanding it?
He may also be feeling exposed and somewhat inferior due to being the suspect of a case instead of the detective for the first time in his life.
So you don't want to explain what you've done today? Did you? Is there a reason behind that?
What was the first thing said? I have the right to remain silent.
Okay. So you're telling me that you don't want to talk to me right now? Okay, cool. Hang tight right here for just a few minutes, okay?
As is normal in a case like this, the detectives leave the room for a few minutes to talk about how they're going to handle the interview. And not only does it give them time to formulate their approach, but it also gives the suspects time alone to worry about what could be going on and form anxiety regarding their situation. At the same time, though, it may also give the suspect a moment to collect their thoughts and generate their own story and approach to the interview, putting the detectives on the back foot instead.
And I'm guessing he already knew that I was finna do that, so he finna make this a whole story. Okay.
Detective Cordier. I think we've met once before.
Probably so.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I don't know if I scared you at the beginning or what, but that's why I was trying to, and I can't, you see the position that I'm in. I can't tell you why you're here, but at the same time, I need to rule you out into something. Does that make sense?
When the detectives re-enter the room, they try an obviously different approach, this time attempting to set Grant at ease, stating that they just need to clear him from any wrongdoing, and then he's free to go on his way. Many people would, at least subconsciously, be inclined to open up a little more in an attempt to get out of there as soon as possible.
He's not going for none of that.
Has other ideas.
Would you be willing to talk to me about your day, knowing that I need to rule you out of something, or like I'm just, if you didn't do anything wrong today, you have nothing to worry about?
Yes, I would have liked to, but before
Yeah.
the rights were read. So
Okay.
not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, and you understand as a detective, we read those rights to everybody who comes in here. It's not just you. It happens to everybody that walks through this room and talks to us.
That's smart
As a
though.
former police officer.
Like him still not saying nothing. Like if he say one thing that he might think is right that can get him out of there, that could still backfire. So if he just shut up right now, he really low key straight. Like he really good.
Grant is fully aware of all of this. He knows everybody that's interviewed, innocent or not, has to be read these rights, which essentially completely invalidates this as the real reason that he isn't talking. He's just using it as an excuse to refuse to talk, and possibly to even stall for time.
I guess my question is this, knowing what I just told you, I guess if it was me and I was, you know, if I was in your position, I'd be like, hey, James, I did this, or Grant, I did this, I was at, you know, here, and here, and I would just be done with it. But at this point, like, I can't clear you from this because you could still potentially be a suspect. I don't know if I'm not explaining it right or what was going on here. Okay.
Huh.
The rights have been read. I have to. It says I have the right to be silent.
Yes. Okay. Just tell me this. I know you're a police officer before, right? You're a police officer in Gateway? It's an easy yes or no.
I'm being silent.
Well, I can see that. We can do this online. You're going to continue.
But
to be
this
suspect
nigga
until I
hell,
find out
fool.
otherwise.
Okay.
Unfortunately for the detectives, Grant is exercising perfect form within this interrogation. Refusing to talk greatly hinders the investigation as a whole and completely prevents the detectives from making progress, all while being completely legal. This is why Detective Chamberlain is starting to appear visibly annoyed. and
Bro, he getting annoyed. He been getting annoyed though. From the jump, he was annoyed.
decides to take a break from the interrogation, as letting emotions take control in an investigation like this can be extremely dangerous for the detectives. But once again, this time alone can also give the suspects the chance to come up with a plan.
I need to go
You need to go where?
home or get ready for work here in a little bit.
Okay, we'll just have a seat and I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Byron.
Yes, sir.
The other officer told me you want to talk to me again. What's going on?
I'm just ready to go.
Okay. And I'm not ready for you to go yet, so you're not going to be able to go. I've got other things that I'm doing right now, so.
I was gonna go.
Oh, no, you're not going to
Tell
go.
you that.
Okay, yeah, no, you're not. But I'm saying,
Okay.
perfect, thank you.
Oddly
Niggas say
enough,
you're
in
not
many
gonna
other
go.
investigations
Hang
like
tight,
this,
bro.
Now is around the time where an officer may attempt to come to a decision regarding the suspect. The interview is obviously at a complete standstill and no progress is being made in any direction. The standard protocol would be to either gather the information needed to charge the suspect for a crime or release them based on a lack of evidence. But whether the detective thinks he can extract more information or if it was an ego-based decision, Grant is told to stay and continue the interrogation. The police then try to
That was definitely ego for sure. Like he definitely mad in the hole. He trying to figure out any way to actually get this nigga to talk, but this nigga's not gonna talk. He knows the law. So I ain't gonna lie, big, like you might as well like let him go or find your evidence to lock his ass up for a little minute. What you barking for?
take some time to piece together more of the story, talking to witnesses to try and place Grant at the scene of the crime. Despite his silence being perfectly legal and acceptable, it greatly increases the detective's suspicion towards him. Suspicion that's only heightened when Grant's wife says that his only alibi was that she thought he was spreading grass seeds at the time of James's death. All signs point towards Grant, and Detective Chamberlain goes back in for round 3.
Detective Cordero is talking to your wife right now. I talked to her a little bit, so I kind of got a timeline of where you were and where you weren't today. We all know what happened, okay? I'm not trying to get you in any trouble. I'm not trying to get her in any trouble. Okay?
Hey, bro, the detective feeling smart as shit when he doing this, right? not trying to get you in trouble or get her in trouble, you know. I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out. Get your ugly Get your ugly ass on, boy. Get your dumb ass on, boy. He got his legs crossed this shit. Look, he doing it again. Look, I'm just trying to figure this out so we can get up out of here, you know? I don't want to do anything with this anymore.
This guy for a while.
He need to get his ugly ass off, folks.
Or you maliciously chase him down, or what happened. But if I don't get your side of the story, I won't ever know. We're writing a book. You got chapter 1, you got chapter 2, and chapter 3. Chapter 1 is what happened today, what started out today, how your day started. Chapter 2 is what led up to the incident, and chapter 3 is you telling me about what happened to lead you up to that. I know you went to eat, out tonight. I know what you said at dinner. I know that you went to Lowe's afterwards. I know everything, but I don't know what caused the incident. And if I don't know that, I've got to assume the worst. I'll let you think about it. I'll give you one more chance here in a few minutes, and I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm telling you that.
Well, what happened?
I know, you know. We have witnesses that put you there. They physically ID'd you. The 2 cars that drove by. Look, man, I just want to know why it happened. I'm going to sleep good tonight regardless. I don't think you will.
He not. No. The detective's lying. He's not gonna go to sleep. He's not gonna go to sleep good. If he doesn't tell him, he's gonna go to sleep angry. Why the fuck didn't he tell me? What the fuck is wrong with him?
At the time of the murder, when the 2 cars were parked up beside each other, the man in the white Chevrolet waved the passerby past before the gun was fired. As they passed, they were able to get a good look at the driver. And unfortunately for Grant, it was Andrew Tillman, another resident of the small town who had known him since he was a child, and was hence able to undoubtedly place him at the scene of the crime as the gun went off. Both Grant and Chamberlain know
That nigga been
without
knew
a
his
doubt
ass
what
too.
happened to James. But Grant also knows that his only chance of escaping is to continue to remain silent and pray that they can't gather the evidence they need. The detectives are now forced to try almost anything they can think of to get movement out of Grant, starting with allowing him to see his wife and daughter in hopes that it will invoke some sort of emotional reaction within him and get him to talk.
Your wife's about to leave. She wanted to give you a hug before she left. Are you good with that?
What you do?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you.
No, that shit not finna make him come out.
Unfortunately, even this doesn't work.
That shit not finna work.
Detective Cordiero decides to return alone with a more calm and sympathetic demeanor in a second attempt to build trust with Grant. Often, male suspects are more likely to build a subconscious connection with female detectives.
Yeah,
due to them
facts. I don't
often
know.
thinking that
I don't know why they brought the nigga here and think that whole now was finna be a male off, not a masculine off. Like that nigga was finna hold his shit down. Then he at least like he know the law. Like he finna hold that shit down. Like with a woman, feel me? And she come all nice and shit. Like shit might change a little bit. Like he might give you look something more than what he would a man. Let's see though.
they're less threatening and more understanding. Realistically, this is the last option the detectives have.
All right. Get ready to think about laying down up on that desk, but it looks awful hard.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be any more comfortable up there than what you are now. Can you help me understand how we got to this point?
I don't know.
I don't know. Man, I remember being on patrol and running into you one night. Help me out on a call, back me up.
Oh,
It was way back in, I guess almost 3 years now.
well,
Two,
yeah,
something
probably
like
so.
that. Yeah, something like
Look,
that.
he's smiling and
It's
shit.
always good to help us, help me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brad, you always stay right there, man.
Cordiero opens up with an anecdote about how Grant apparently backed her up on a case 3 years ago. Even though he doesn't necessarily remember it, this will give him the idea that Cordiero will be even more sympathetic and helpful towards him as he's done her a favor in the past. It also allows them to continue reminiscing about their time on the force and the people they've worked with, further strengthening the subconscious bond Grant will be creating.
I just don't understand how we got to this point.
Yeah, me neither.
You're willing to talk.
Oh,
Tell
I'm
me.
just ready to go to bed.
I don't blame you. Me too. Me too. And if we could do that, you just talk to me.
Well, I just have to, since you read those rides, I have to stay, I have to do the ride.
Well, what's the difference?
Oh, nah, he
Regardless of something happened or not.
he's sticking to that shit though.
And if it did, if it was an accident, well, tell me. Like, help me help you. Like, I want to know what I can do or what happened today to be able to explain it later.
I don't know what happened today. I just need to.
You know, people are gonna have questions. Your family.
I have questions.
Well, exactly.
So
why can't we figure this out together?
Cordero is making a
Wait,
conscious
what's she
effort to
mean?
use
Hold on,
inclusive
I'm just letting it
language,
go,
such
bro.
as "we will figure this out together." This and her open and expressive body language are both techniques she's using to make Grant feel more relaxed, and as though he's part of the solution, not the problem. She's also making every effort to be nice to Grant, in hopes that maybe he'll finally
She is
open up
being
to
nice.
her, or at least give her a way in.
We can start from the very beginning. I mean, I know you probably slept in because you work nights. I work nights. Trust me, I worked nights for almost 4 years. I understand how that sleep schedule is.
yeah, I was sleep's all
So,
messed up.
did you sleep in today? Yeah, I bet you did. You could have got to work tonight, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. What time did you get up?
noonish.
Around noon.
Ooh, she got him talking though.
Did you watch anything good on TV? Usually that's what I do. I'd eat and watch TV. I'll wake myself up a little bit. Anything good?
Same old stuff
Oh yeah.
on TV.
You watch the same episodes? Or like, do you have a specific TV show you would wake up and watch?
What we watched, my wife always has it on the, I can't remember what channel it's called, right now, TV Land.
Oh, okay. I haven't really watched any of that. I couldn't even tell you what it was about. Is your wife like that?
Oh, yeah, I think she'd better watch other stuff, but
Yeah.
It might not be about the case, but
Look though, they got a time. This nigga was up noonish. What that's like 12:01. Like they got some. They getting timeline from him now. You feel me? They
finally,
getting something.
Grant is talking, and Cordero has found her way in. If she can keep the flow of this conversation up, she might be slowly able to extract information from him even without him
She
knowing.
working.
Talking about specifics such as TV shows and sleep schedules, even that could lead to catching him in a lie, and placing him in certain places at certain times. But most importantly, she's building a connection with him and continuing to let him talk, which increases the chance that he either slips up or decides to make it easier on the detectives and answer a question. But predictably, as soon as Cordero started asking him to talk about the case again, he shut down once more, refusing to answer any more questions and
I'm already know
staying
you ain't going for
silent.
that.
I think you have a lot to live for. Beautiful family, who I've had the privilege of talking to. The way I look at it is you're a man. Men face their mistakes and they own up to them. And they figure out what happened and figure out how to solve it and move on. Like I said, I'm honestly here to help you. I want you to
Well,
understand
his
that.
wasn't a
I didn't spend
mistake,
my
so
time here with you, but and that something happened today that needs to be explained. Did you make a mistake today?
Even after reminding him of his family, Grant doesn't move an inch, again realizing that his only chance of being let off is to not speak and hope they don't find anything.
I like you, I like this fella that was a detective here, and I don't care about any of that and stuff, and I just don't know how to I've never had this happen before, being brought in and interrogated for something, so I know you don't care, but I just don't know how to be silent, sitting over here looking like a jerk.
No, you're not. That, honestly, you are far from that. You're very polite. Don't you know why you're here?
I appreciate you guys, and I'm just gonna get a lawyer,
Yeah, it's up to you.
but
You can either,
obviously something's going on and I need one.
I just want to hear your side of it.
I want to get a lawyer.
After hours of almost pointless
hey, Hey, this little nigga here, this little nigga here is smart though. You feel me? He locked in though.
Back and forth, Grant finally asks for a lawyer, meaning that detectives can no longer question him, and concludes the interrogation. But this is far from where the story ends. Between this interrogation and the final court hearing, Grant and his lawyer both realized that there was simply no way he was going to be released scot-free. Not only was there a man at the scene of the crime who all but saw him pull the trigger, people were also starting to realize that he'd actually either been fired or resigned from 3 different police force jobs before becoming the chief of police in his hometown.
What?
So, on October 16th, 2017, he pleaded guilty to the first-degree murder, but refused to reveal his motive, leaving each member of James Appleton's family without closure to this day. However, as Grant was being prosecuted, a shocking revelation was made that turned him, a murderer, into a senseless monster of a human being. As his DNA was being taken, they realized it was already in the system, under an unknown name, for a crime committed almost 20 years ago.
What?
In November of 1997, a teacher at Frank Tillery Elementary School went to the teacher's lounge bathroom only to be met by a man brandishing a gun that forced her into a stall. The man then raped her and fled, taking care not to touch anything or leave evidence behind, except for the he left on her clothes. Local police did everything they could to identify the perp, but after 20 months of effort, the investigation went cold until 20 years later when Grant Hardin's DNA was found to be a perfect
Oh
match.
my gosh.
And because Rogers police had obtained a John Doe warrant back in 2003, allowing them to arrest an unknown suspect and bypass the statute of limitations, he was hit with the 14-year sentence for his on top of the 21 years for the murder of James Appleton.
14. That's 35 years, my nigga. That's 35 years, my nigga. Shit.
And as such, Grant Hardin was sentenced to 35 years in prison, meaning that he'll likely live out the rest of his life behind bars.
Oh, this nigga's dumb. Nah. This nigga, that nigga thought he got away with that hoe. Nah. I ain't gonna lie, I know he had that dick look like when they was in court and they was like, yo, we've also caught you for this 20 years ago. I know he had that dick look like, wow, how? Fucking dumbass. Hey, all y'all dirty cops out there, bro, stop being dirty, bro. Bro, lock in, bro. Do your job, bro. You already like, you're supposed to be protecting it and serving this country, bro, or your state. Do your job. Stop being dirty. If you gonna be dirty, bro, get out the job, bro. That shit not cool, bro. This shit not no movie. This shit real life. What you talking about? Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, bro. If y'all want more crime videos, let me know. Don't be like this. Don't be like little bro right here. Oh shit.
Were so bad that in his
Don't be like little bro right here. He a jackass. Jackass. No, straight jackass right here. Don't be like little bro. Look, Ginobili. No, Ginobili. Don't be like him. Lock in, bro. Take care of your family, bro. He ain't take care of his family for real, bro. That's not him. Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. See y'all next video.